Nikki, you were quick today. Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about today. Hey, if you guys wouldn't mind, I know I say this every time, but you know the drill. If you could just start tapping that like button. Let's work really hard to get up on the FYP. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. It's been a while since we've had a really good prepared live. We've been traveling so much, going all over the country, talking to people about the issues that are important to rural America. And tonight, I've been preparing for this live for almost a week. We're going to follow up on those big three issues that are important to us. We're going to spend a lot of time on healthcare tonight. We're going to spend a little bit of time on education, and then we're definitely going to be talking about the Republican Party strategy to win in 2026. But before we do any of that, if you would, guys, on YouTube and on TikTok, just start tapping those like buttons and sharing and get the word out there that we're up and we're going tonight. Hey, Zeppo, how you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. The Zep band has kicked in. It's officially working. Down 17.1 pounds as of this morning. So I almost have lost an entire set of twins. I mean, that's pretty good. She actually told me today you're losing weight too fast. So she told me to watch my calorie count, make sure you're eating 2,000 calories a day, and just keep your eye on it because it really does take your appetite away. Just takes it away completely. So yeah. I just didn't feel like eating. That's right. Hey, let me tell everybody real quick tonight, guys. We are broadcasting on YouTube and on TikTok. So if I'm talking to somebody on TikTok, you guys over on YouTube, I see you over there. Hello. You may experience a little bit of downtime while the other person is talking, but never fear. We have the software in the works to be able to broadcast on both platforms. To be honest, Zeppo, I think we ought to just tell everybody it's the right thing to do. We are prioritizing the dollars that we're raising right now to do the travel that we need to do. And in order to do that, we're backing off of a little bit of the expenditures we have for technology. So the net result is we're going to do these simulcasts old school, these live simulcasts old school. More money we raise, the more technology we can buy into, but don't worry, guys. We're on both platforms tonight, so you're going to get to enjoy us on TikTok and on YouTube. And I'm excited. A lot to talk about tonight, Zeppo. Yeah, we're going to put out more content. That's right. That's right. So, guys over on YouTube, once I get started, don't worry, I've got a lot to cover tonight. You won't have these delays that you're experiencing right now. But yeah, Zeppo, it's important because, getting the word out helps build the back 40. And really, it's just so much appreciated. Everywhere we go, guys, across rural America, we get a couple of different comments, but the most common comment that we get is just thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. That the Republicans take us for granted. For a long time, the Democrats haven't been showing up, and we're just thankful that you're here to talk about these really important issues: healthcare, education, rural policy, which includes ag policy and just infrastructure, all the things that come into play there. And people are just very appreciative of it. And you know what? I also think, Zeppo, that's where we build our credibility. We build our credibility in part here on social media, where we talk about the issues that are important to rural America, and also more importantly, what the solutions are. And we're going to talk about that a lot tonight. but we really build that credibility by going out and meeting people where they are and having the willingness to make those long trips and sleep out on the road and talk to the folks that are out there in rural America about these issues that are so important to them. You know, just a second ago, somebody made a comment from Massachusetts about how they went out and did an internet search on small farms in the state of Massachusetts, and they were blown away by, I think, the number of. Okay, well, there you go. I'm going to appeal that. Already, the live has been flagged for unoriginal content, which I don't understand at all. Hang on one second here, Zeppo. I've got to flag this and appeal it real quick. There we go. So we're not up on the FYP, and it's not going to be shared anywhere because of the fact that we've already been flagged for unoriginal content, which is really, really interesting. So anyway, we're going to keep plugging along. You know, we're not going to stop. It's really frustrating, but we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. But anyway, they were just shocked by the number of small farms that there were out in rural Massachusetts. And I've got to tell you guys, it's the same way in every state across the country. You know, when you look at New York State, when you look at Massachusetts, when you look at Connecticut, I even made a trip out to meet some relatives in Rhode Island once a few years back. And I made it, you know, I intentionally went through the rural areas of Rhode Island. And it was just amazing how many small farms there were, even out in the rural parts of Rhode Island. So rural America exists in all 50 states. Farming exists in all 50 states. And yeah, Gladys, Maine, a lot of farming in Maine, fishing in Maine, etc. And you know, we're going to do our best to represent all parts of the country. It's really, really important to us. I don't know, Zeppo, what do you think? Should we try to restart this live or should we just keep plugging along? It's stated very clearly in the flag that they're not going to put us up on the FYP or broadcast out the shares that everybody is doing. So yeah, let's do that. Guys, I'm sorry. This is what we're dealing with right now. It's really, really frustrating. Every time we come on here now, it's one roadblock after another. I think it's because we're being mass reported by people. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So for everybody that's on TikTok, we're going to shut down this live and we're going to restart the live just due to the fact that we've been flagged for unoriginal content. Now, you tell me what that means. I don't think there's anybody else in America right now talking about rural America like we are. So it's just silly. All right. Zeppo, I'm going to restart. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Thanks, guys. I'll be right back up. All right, everybody on TikTok, just hold tight. I mean, on YouTube, hold tight. Appreciate you guys. We've got a lot of viewers on YouTube tonight. I'm here for you as well, but let's restart this live over on TikTok and see if we can get through the beginning of the live without dealing with the flags. All right, we're back up on TikTok. YouTube folks, I see you over there. I see the questions. Try to answer those as we go along too. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate your patience tonight. We're not going to let them get us down. We're not going to let us get us down. All right, here we go again, guys. If you would, as you're popping up on TikTok, if you just jump on it real quick and start sharing and start hitting that like button, I'd really, really appreciate it. We are going to keep plugging away no matter what happens. We're going to keep plugging away. So you do your part and I will do mine, and we're going to meet in the middle, as they say. So I'm going to do a couple of technical things here, reset the goal, all that good stuff. I'm going to check out some of the YouTube comments. Yeah, we did that, guys. That's what we did on TikTok. We just restarted the live. So you guys are doing a great job of sharing on both platforms. You're doing a great job of liking the live. We got our goal reset and we're ready to go. Okay, guys. Yeah, just keep sharing if you would. Let's tap, tap, tap. Let's share the live. And the first thing I'm going to do is jump in and start talking about healthcare. I think it's really important that we talk about healthcare tonight. So, all right, Zeppo, welcome back, buddy. Yeah. Will skinnier face, I might add, right? Yeah. Much skinnier face. So, yeah, if you guys would let me know the temperature in your part of the country on YouTube and TikTok. Do me a favor, let me know what the temperature is where you are. Heat index of 103 officially here in Southwest Missouri today. So let me know what the temperature is where you are. Put your state and what the temperature is. I would love to see if you're suffering as much as I am. Yeah, David says hell. There's that's hot. That's hot. 100-degree, wow, in Colorado. That's crazy. 90 degrees in Connecticut. Damn hot in KC Mo. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Zeppo. The Bay Area, 62 degrees today. There you go. Oh man, 87, 95, feels like 96, 97, 89. It's just hot. It's that time of year. We're not even in August yet, guys. We're not even in, yeah, that's crazy that it's 90 degrees in northern Idaho. That is just crazy that it's 90 degrees in northern Idaho. 91 in Chicago, and Jill, I bet it is really, really humid up there too. We're kind of starting to dry out here in Southwest Missouri. When it first started to get hot, we had a lot of humidity, but it's actually starting to dry out. The grass out at my farm is starting to brown up a little bit for the first time this year, which is not good. So we need to get some rain. I looked in the forecast and I didn't see anything coming up here anytime soon. 91 in Eastern Washington. Yeah, that's where you can see your dog run away for 5 days if you stand on a bucket. That is some flat country out there. It really, really is. Yeah, we're doing a little better this time, guys. We're doing better on the number of people in the live on TikTok. If you would, just keep sharing and tapping, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to jump in, Zeppo, just because it's kind of an unknown quantity right now. So I think we ought to go ahead and get started if you're up for it. All right, guys, listen. I had a couple of really great conversations at the end of last week. I talked with a large national healthcare organization that's going to be working with us to put an event together that I'm going to be talking about here in just a little while. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is I had a great conversation with a family member who is the lead RN, registered nurse, over one of the largest rural healthcare organizations out there. And both of them, I mean, if you have followed me for any time at all, you know that I'm not a sky is falling kind of guy. Anytime I talk about a problem that exists out there, I love to talk about the solutions. But I got to tell you, one of them used the terminology with me that there is, quote, a massive healthcare shock coming. There is a massive healthcare shock coming in this country. And even though we know that bad things are going to happen in rural America as a result of the cuts that were done in the OBBA bill that was passed, both of them made the point to me to say that they don't think the American people truly understand what the actual ramifications are going to be of these cuts. So I spent hours doing research for this live because I wanted to talk to you about the ramifications that we talked about with these healthcare experts and what we're going to be doing here at the Back 40 to help fix it. Because you know, one thing we don't do at the Back 40 is just talk about the problem. We don't just talk about the problem. Anybody can do that. And there's need for that. Trust me. We need people that talk about the problem. But if we're going to take on these problems that exist out there, we've got to come up with solutions. We've got to come up with solutions. And that's what we're going to do here at the Back 40. So I talked to these two people. I respect both of them very much. One of them used the statement, massive healthcare shock is coming. And it just got me motivated to share a lot on this live tonight in terms of factual information. And that's what I'm going to do. So here we go again, the exact same thing. The exact same thing, Zeppo. All right, we're just going to keep plugging away, guys. I mean, it's a tough battle, but we're going to keep plugging away. We're not going to restart. We're going to keep plugging away, and we're going to do our best. I have a feeling I know what it is. I think it might be the fact that we're broadcasting on both platforms. but we're not going to stop. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep talking about healthcare, and we're going to do the best we can, guys. You keep doing your part if you would. Just keep liking and sharing, and they can put their thumb on us, but we're not going to quit talking. So what do I want to talk about tonight? Well, first of all, I really want to clarify what some of the key ramifications are of the cuts to Medicaid, okay? And some of those cuts that we talked about before, we talk a lot in generic terms about what it's going to mean. We talk about it resulting in a lot of people losing their health care and their health insurance. We talk about the fact that it's going to have negative impacts on the ACA. We talk about the fact that that's going to mean more sick people in rural America and around the country. But I really want to put some numbers with that tonight. I want to put some numbers with that tonight. So there's a new report out. The first thing I want to talk about are rural hospital closures around the country because this is going to be critical. I've told you guys before, and this new report that just came out really points this out in great detail. The vast majority of the funding that comes to rural hospitals in the United States of America comes through Medicaid. So I know we've got a lot of followers in different states out there. So what I did is I just flagged some of our big follower states out there in social media, and I wanted to talk to you about what this looks like in your state. So in the state of Washington, we've already had a couple of rural hospitals close there, but there are 14 hospitals that are in danger of immediate closure in rural America in the state of Washington. In Texas, we've got 15 that immediately went on to the closure list as a result of these Medicaid cuts around the country. Same thing in New Mexico, 11 in New York. I know we've got a lot of followers in Ohio. We have 11 there. Listen to this. In Mr. Global State of Oklahoma, 21 rural hospitals are immediately in danger of closing on this new report because of Medicaid cuts. And it just gets worse and worse. Kentucky, 35, Louisiana, 33, and okay, Zeppo, I think we're just going to have to go over to TikTok. They're placed another ban on there, and they're going to shut down the live in here in just a minute. So I think we're just going to have to go over to YouTube and go there. I've been flagged 4 times since I came up on the new one, and this last one said that they're about to shut it down. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end both lives, and I'm going to bring up a new live on YouTube. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to do this, but this is the reality that we face right now when we're talking about what this administration is doing on this platform. I apologize. It is ridiculous, Scott. So we're going to end both lives, and then I'm going to pull up the main live on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you just go over there and follow us at Westmoreland Pops on YouTube. And TikTok, I apologize, but that's the name of the game right now. We're doing everything we can to change it. You guys have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and fire up on YouTube in a new live. Okay, YouTube, I'm going to end this one here, and I'm going to put it up on the main screen. I'm sorry, guys. This is what we're facing right now. If you try to spread the truth in rural America, this is what's happening. So give me 1 second. I'm going to come back up on the main system, and you guys will get a better view, and it'll be more interactive that way anyway, okay? All right, guys, hang on 1 second.